everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If you are new, my name is Shannon. I am a mum of two and I do all sorts of videos here on this channel. A lot of vlogs, travel, holiday vlogs, as well as home and lifestyle videos as well. But today I thought I would bring you along for the morning and show you what I get up to whilst my two little boys are at preschool and nursery. And yeah, without any further chatting on, let's get into the video.
Oh no! Morning! Are you excited for preschool? Yeah. Otis, gentle. Can you throw the ball? Good throwing. Gentle. But should we do our hand? High five up high. To the side.
You're too slow.
Down low. You're too slow! You do it then. You say it, say. Up high. No, you have to do the whole thing. Up high. To the side. And then what do you say?
You're too slow.
Down low. Oh, you got me. Otis, high five. We need to brush your hair before Bree's nursery. Yeah, it's messy. Look at our living room, that's messy. No, your hair's lovely, darling. It's a bit spiky at the back. You're like a little cockatoo bird, aren't you? So, over here is, we've got like some milk. We've got 2 bottles of blue and 2 bottles of green. I just ordered that now because I'm sick of running out of milk and it being a thing. So that's fine. If we run out of one sooner than the other, we just use the other one until we can quickly go and get the other one. But that tends to see us through for the week, so that's good. I got these family petit falous. It actually made me laugh. I put it on my Instagram a while back, but it says on the thing, like not for kids under the age of 3 or something like that. And I don't know if it's because of the sugar or what, but both my kids have those. And I think a lot of our kids do. So yeah, they were on offer, which is great because they can be expensive, but these 18 packs I actually find not to be too bad. I was getting the cheaper ones, but I was getting really sick of the snapping mechanism not snapping. Like the Aldi yogurts, you try and snap off a yogurt and it just like breaks the whole plastic, and then you've got like 3 yogurts in a section that are just open and cracked and broken. Anyone else find that? And I was getting the same with the Asda cheap ones as well. So I've just gone to Petit Falou. They tend to be on offer and they don't actually work out that much more expensive. So that's good. I got some spaghetti for the carbonara, some crackers because we like having crackers as a lunch option for the boys. I got a new Very Lazy garlic. I do prefer to get the Aldi own one of this because this was like £2, but honestly, this saves so much time. I do also have a frozen one that I use sometimes, but our freezer is in the garage, and so this is actually a lot easier when I'm cooking. Got a bottle of squash just to restock, and then I got this for my nephews really because they like Pepsi Max, but we can just keep it until they do come. This is our current fruit bowl situation. It's about to get restocked. So this was the stuff I'd kind of picked up for my nephews. I'd got some sweet and salty popcorn that I was going to do in a bowl with like these bits mixed in. I did it when we had my youngest nephew to stay for a week or so, or a few days. I can't remember exactly how long it was. And he thought it was great. So I wanted to do it for both nephews. But yeah, we can hold on to these bits until they do come. And then just a restock of some chocolate digestive biscuits because Ollie likes to have those. I say Ollie, I used to, but I've just been on a bit of a health thing, so not so much. Oh, do you know what I forgot to get? I forgot to get chicken satay, but actually no, I didn't forget because I looked and they didn't have it on their website. I tend to get my chicken satay from Aldi, to be honest, and that is like a lunch for me sometimes, a few satay with a bit of salad or whatever. I just find them really quick and easy and yeah, really filling. It's that protein, isn't it? But anyway, moving along to the veg and salad. Got some lettuce for the burgers, some carrots for the roast, tomatoes for the burgers, cucumber, and the salad with, the pizzas or burgers or whatever. Got some potatoes just for the roast and to make some chips with the burgers. A little broccoli for the roast, and now it's the fruit section. We go through so much fruit, I feel like this is a decent amount to buy. This probably costs quite a lot, fruit is expensive,
but this will see us a couple of days and I'll have to go and buy some more fruit. Like a bunch of bananas probably lasts 2 or 3 days. Like it's just crazy. Not something I'll ever complain about though. Like the fact that my kids eat every single fruit just makes me happy. And like I know how stressful it is when your kid isn't eating a certain food group when you want them to. And so yes, it's expensive, but it's a cost that Ollie and I like will always get them berries and we'll always get them grapes, because I just fear that if we just get like bananas, apples, pears, you know, like the cheaper fruits, then they're not used to the berries and then they don't eat them. Like especially because berries are a texture thing for so many people, and I just think it's important to keep them as part of their diet so that they don't suddenly have a break with them and then just be like, what is this? Like, I don't want to eat that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just, as much as they will eat them, I just think they're really good for them. So yeah, we always get berries, grapes, bananas. Yeah, that whole shebang. Bread wise, we've just got a loaf of bread here, normal farmhouse, and some fruit toast. And then the buns for the burgers. Obviously, I got more than we need because we were having guests, but that's okay. I can freeze a pack. And then over here, I've got our chicken. This is a large chicken. We're going to put in a slow cooker on, I was going to say Sunday, but that's got the 22nd. So that's Saturday. That's not a very long date, is it? I don't know what the date normally is, but that doesn't seem very long. So I'm going to have to slow cook it on Saturday. That's annoying because I don't want to freeze it because it's so big. I don't know. That's not happened to me before. Naughty Asda. And then our burgers here. Some bacon to have in the burgers, but also for the carbonara. And then sausages, like I said, these were going to be lunches when they were here, but that's fine. We can freeze a pack and use a pack or whatever. Got some Yorkshires for the roast. And then crisp-wise, Ollie eats these and the boys eat these. I just needed a restock of crisps. Ollie has those. He takes them to work to have breakfast at work in the mornings. And then I just got some of these. The kids like these as a snack, like if we're out for the day. And then got one of these as well each. Okay, food shop away, sorted. Ollie has dropped the kids to nursery and preschool and he's back and he's working now. I'm going to make him a cup of tea in a minute and some breakfast because he's not had breakfast yet, I don't think. So I'm going to do that. I've not had breakfast yet either, so I'm going to have a Weetabix or something like that with maybe some banana. And yeah, my living room is also on the agenda because it's a mess. It didn't get its usual reset last night. So normally I will try and tidy up as much as I can before the kids have dinner. They'll have their dinner, Ollie gets home from work and it'll be bath time. And then the only mess we've got to tidy up is like the mess they make from bath time until bed. We don't mind. Like I'm not ever like, oh, you can't get those toys out. I've just tidied them up or anything. Like it's not their problem that I've tidied up their toys. Do you know what I mean? I'm just doing it to try and get a little bit ahead. So yeah, but last night we went out in a bit of a rush because I just wanted to get out of the house and I knew I had some things to do before we were then collected Ollie from work, and then we were going to go to Home Bargains before I then started work at 6. So it was a bit of like a go situation. So we left the house with toys everywhere and like colouring we were doing, and then we got back later than usual. Obviously then it was a later dinner than usual. Then I started work, and then Ollie bathed them. The kitchen was a mess from cooking dinner. Normally I like tidy up as I go, but it was in a rush because it was trying to get done before work. And then yeah, he was doing some admin stuff for us and he didn't do the living room, which is totally fine because he did the kitchen. That would have taken ages. So the living room is how it was like yesterday afternoon, plus any additional play. So it's a bit of a mess. Let me show you. So look, we've got Oates' high chair from where he had his breakfast this morning, his pyjamas that I took off while he was sat in his high chair because I didn't want him to get Weetabix everywhere. We've got just random stuff on the windowsill. Their toy area looks like a literal explosion has gone off. And then just wipes, toys, juice, mess basically. Got pyjamas. What is this? It's about half an hour later. I have not been productive. I have been on my phone. To be fair, it started with replying to a few friends and stuff, sorting out plans for tomorrow, things like that. And then I just ended up on TikTok, didn't I? And I realised I'm on TikTok. So I came off and now, first job I'm going to sort through. We had like I've got these little plastic trays in the cupboard under the telly, and it's where I kind of keep our crafts and like more like games I would do. Like, I don't want the kids to just get out whenever they want, like puzzles and bits. I just don't, you know, because Buzz wouldn't, but Otis just pulls them out and just throws them all over the floor, and then we risk losing bits and stuff. So anyway, this is like a colouring kind of one, which we had out yesterday, so everything's in a bit of a mess, like not in its boxes and stuff. So I'm going to try and get everything back in its boxes. I actually went to the works last night or yesterday afternoon, and got some bits in there, so I'll show you those shortly. And I got some things from Marx's as well that I'm going to show you. Since we're here anyway, I might as well. But yeah, this is my first job, and whilst I'm doing this, I've got the telly on. I'm going to put on the Gabby Petito, I think I'm saying it right, documentary. I have been watching it with Ollie, but I don't think he's that into it, and if he is, he can just carry on. I'm a bit of a wuss normally watching this stuff by myself, but it is daytime. I've got ages till bed, so I shouldn't get in a freak. And he's working from home. If he wasn't working from home, I wouldn't watch anything murdery or like that. I used to be absolutely fine. Since becoming a mum, my like tolerance for just like thrillers and like, you know, if I'm reading and stuff, is so much lower. Anyway, need to stop procrastinating. Also need to edit a vlog that's going up this afternoon. I need to stop leaving it until Thursday morning. I'm trying to get it done on a Tuesday, but time just hasn't allowed for that so far. I'm always doing it on the day it's going up. But that's life. To be honest, this is an easier edit. The one that I'm trying to edit is the party prep vlog, and it's got a lot of voiceovers and a lot of like extra stuff that I'm trying to put in there. So I might well scrap that edit and put it up next week, and then put this one up this afternoon if I'm just filming this morning, because I think that's my plan. So you might well be watching this today, but I will have to do my makeup if that's the case, because I cannot intro a video looking like this, because I'm trying to grow my channel. And if someone clicks on my vlog and it's the first one they've ever watched and I look like this, it will be the last one they ever watch also. Right, I need to stop. I'm clearly feeling chatty. Gonna watch my Gabby Petito on Netflix and start tidying this room. Okay, that's this sorted out. Chalk pens, crayons, dabber pens, stamps, pencils. Now I can put it under the telly. I have now done the living room. It took me a lot longer because I decided to go through the kids' toys and pull everything out, put everything back with its like toy, you know, when you've got like a stacking stick and all the rings are like in every single different box, or like everything was just all jumbled. I last did it, oh my gosh, look at that, I need to brush my hair, before Christmas. So it was well overdue, because as much as we try and keep on top of it, it does get like that again. Please tell me I'm not alone with that. Please tell me that like you have to go through and like sort your toys, because it gets to a point where you're like, these boxes are just gobbledygook. Okay, I'm now filming on my phone because who didn't charge their camera? To be fair, like I hadn't actually planned to vlog today. I just woke up and I thought, let's do a little spend the morning with me. But actually I've not picked up the camera that much at all, so I don't know how long this vlog is going to be, but that's okay. Do you know what? I feel like I put out like the longest vlogs, and I watch other people's and they might be just like 15-20 minutes, and like that's okay. Like I just talk so much and just share everything and whatever else. So yeah, it does end up being they end up being quite long normally. But yeah, so I'm just going to put on some makeup because Ollie and I are going to go out. He's going to take his lunch break at 12. We're going to go out, whether for a walk or for like a coffee or something, I'm not too sure, maybe a coffee and a walk. Gonna go and spin some Pokemon because we're losers, but do you know what, it makes us happy. I don't really play it other than like just if we're out on a walk. I find walks boring. I know that sounds like awful, but I do. And like having something to do on my phone that's like to do with walking, it just encourages me to do it. And if I'm trying to be healthier and do better. I'm on my little weight loss journey. I have lost 22 pounds in, I think yesterday was 6 weeks, so I'm doing well. Like, I'm really happy with how it's going. But yeah, just want to keep it up. So yeah, just getting out and walking, and then we'll pick up Otis at 1. I apologise, I'm still using my phone. I'm using the front facing camera, so it might look like not the best quality, but I've just quickly run straighteners through my hair, like literally for a minute, just to give it a bit of a freshen up, and popped on a little bit of makeup. And I thought I'd quickly show you, whilst I've got a couple of minutes, the bits I grabbed when I was in Nottingham yesterday. I took the kids, like, went to go and check out the library, because there's meant to be like this amazing new library, and the kids section, I mean, it was ram-packed, so maybe I just got like a different opinion because of that, but like, other than the books, which yes, like of course that's what a library's for, there was just nothing really for the kids to do. Like at our library, there's like loads of little toys and stuff, and yeah, there was like teddy bears everywhere, but the boys don't really like teddy bears anyway, other than like their cozy ones. Anyway, went into Marks's, and I wanted to pick up some new perfumes because I'm like nearly almost out of all of my perfumes. I've got some like body mists, but it's just nice to have some perfumes. So I picked up these ones. These were £12.50 each for like this big size. I think it's 100ml, or they did a 30ml one for £7.50. I think some were 10 and some were £12.50. I think maybe these Discover Intense ones were £12.50, and then there was ones that were just Discover and they were £10. I've ordered a couple more actually online, because I thought I just wanted a selection of just nice ones, and they're so affordable. Like literally 4 or 5 comes to the cost of like one small bottle of expensive perfume, do you know what I mean? Or not even expensive, just normal perfume. So I'm gonna wear this one today. This is the scent Sea Salt and Neroli, and these are actually meant to be dupes for like popular perfumes. Like this one I put on and it smells immediately like the Sea perfume, the Giorgio Armani, I think, which I got before for like a birthday or Christmas from one of Ollie's siblings, and it reminds me of like nights out, because I used to wear it on nights out, so it's nice. And this one is quite, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's Sea Salt, Neroli, Mandarin and Musk, a fresh floral and elegant scent, which it is, like it's like an elegant scent. So I ordered a couple more online. I looked up what the dupes were meant to be, and there's one that says it's like a Marc Jacobs Daisy dupe. So I've ordered that because I feel like I've had that before. And there's also one that's the La Vie Belle dupe, and I feel like they're nice, fresh, like more daytimey scents. So I've ordered those. I think there was a couple that weren't in stock, I can't remember exactly which ones, but I've ordered some of those because I want something more like light for like the daytime. But I feel like this is not a nice, like this is nice. This would be like if I was going out in the daytime. This would be like if I was going out in the evening. But I just want like a day-to-day, like light, fresh one. So I'm hoping that comes. But these are both lovely, and yeah, like literally dupes. I can't remember what this one was meant to be a dupe of. I just grabbed them because I liked them in the shop. But when I tried this in the shop, I was like, oh my god, this smells like that perfume. And then I did a bit of Googling. I was like, oh, people like genuinely say these are dupes, and apparently it's a TikTok thing, but I'm too old to have known that. But there we go, I've got a couple of those. And then I went into the works because I was looking for, I've seen they've started doing these sensory bags, which is a little kit with like kinetic sand and then loads of little like themed bits. And I just thought, as much as I love making that kind of thing myself, like I'd love to have a couple of like pre-made packs in my stash, so that like if we're having a rainy day I can be like, just pull it out. But they had sold out in store, so I'm gonna do an order online, I think. They had one that was like a space themed one, and like a mermaid one and a princess one, I think. So I think I'm gonna get the space themed one, and I'll show you that on my like Instagram or in another vlog or something if I do get that. But whilst I was in there, I got completely distracted by all the cute Easter things. So I got the kids a bonnet each because their nursery does like a bonnet competition. I've never done it for Buzz before, to be honest. He's never really been someone that's like interested in things like that. But this year, it's his last year at nursery. He's like at preschool. He'll be starting big school next year. And when you're at primary school, you do a lot more of that. So I just thought, let's kind of get into it. And he chose a yellow one. I got Otis a green one. Buzz might well change his mind and want the green one. Otis doesn't care. So I got those. They were £1 each, which I thought was really good. And then I also got them a pair of bunny ears each. I think we do have bunny ears, to be honest, but not 2 pairs. And I just thought for Easter, I like having these kind of things out. They can wear it when they're doing their Easter egg hunt or whatever. And once we've got them, we've got them. And then I just got loads of like crafty bits. So I've got some pipe cleaners. I'm gonna have a look on Pinterest and see some crafts we can do with those. I got some little, they were They were £1, and then I got these little chicks, like neon chicks, a 20-pack. Buzz chose these for his little bonnet. These were £2 for 20. Got some little carrots. Buzz also chose these for his little hat. Got some self-adhesive sticker things, whether or not they go on their hat or if it's just for some Easter crafts. I love having like a season or a theme to like base our like days at home around. Like, just, I don't know, I just find it nice. Like, obviously we have lazy days where we just watch telly, but if we're doing like a play time, I think it's nice to have a theme. So I also picked up these. I saw this one at first and I thought we could take it on the airplane or on holiday with us when we go. To be honest, Otis is way more into sticker books than Buzz is, but I know I'm going to keep exposing them to him and offering him them and seeing, and we can all just do this together. And it's a Peppa Pig Travels sticker activity book. And then I also saw this one, Starting School sticker book, and I just thought as we get closer to September, this might be a nice little thing to kind of expose him to the different things that might happen at school. It like says like time for PE and making music and lunchtime, playtime. You know, it just might get him excited. So I just grabbed those whilst I saw them. I don't really go to the works that often because there's not one in Nottingham, but I don't go into Nottingham that much because parking is like it's like £5 or something for like 2 hours. But anyway, I also picked up this because I just thought it'd be nice on our fireplace thing. And this was £2. I'm really into like colour, and is it called like dopamine decor? Really loving that at the minute. So yeah, and then last couple of bits, I got these stampers. I did get the ones at Christmas time, and these are some Easter ones, so for some nice Easter crafts. And these little bunnies for the hats as well, or crafts or whatever. And then lastly, some little sheep for the hats as well. So that's everything I picked up yesterday when I was at the shops. But I'm going to go now because I'm going to go and nag Ollie and try and get him to finish work for lunchtime so we can go out whilst we've not got the kids. Okay, I just went to go and see Ollie. And he's in a meeting or in a phone call or something. So it looks like we're not going out for a little coffee. And now I'm like, shall I just take myself out and get out in some fresh air? Because immediately I regret it. Once Otis is in the house and I can't then go out, I do immediately regret when I don't. Like, I've got quite a lot I could be doing here, to be honest, so maybe I won't. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing some editing and stuff, and if Ollie comes in the next 5 minutes, then there's still time for us to get out. But any less than that, it kind of doesn't feel worth it as much. And also it's really cold and windy outside and a bit drizzly, so it's not the nicest to go for a walk. But yeah, I do like to. And now I'm like, why have I just done my makeup? Because I could have just been in the bath right now. Like, my hair could do with a wash, but do you know what? That's okay. I'm only going to my friends tomorrow, so if I don't wash it before then, that's the only thing I find. Like, now I work evenings, is like, if I don't manage to wash my hair before I start work, which is very rare because I've got the kids, and that time of the evening is just manic. Like, in the morning it's one thing, I can like pop and have a shower, but I'm like doing dinner and, you know, getting everything sorted. So, but then by the time I finish work at 10, I don't want to be having like a shower or anything and like washing my hair, especially, I mean, because I don't want to be dealing with wet hair at 10:30. Like, I just don't. So yeah, that's where I'm like missing my evenings a little bit, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Honestly, like, let's just have a chat since we're here. My job was a 1-year contract. So I actually started my job like kind of near the middle to end of March last year. And so it was never, when I got the job, it was never said like that there was going to be like opportunity to extend the contract or anything, but I knew it was a new team, like a new kind of system they were trying out. And so in my head I was like, well, if it goes well, then they might well want to keep us on and things like that. But I was getting really nervous, and I'd messaged like December time just asking, you know, like if there was any opportunity to extend the contract or anything. And they kind of came back and just said like, oh, we'll kind of speak to you 4 to 6 weeks before your contract's due to expire. And so in my head I was like, oh, if they've said that, like, I feel like it's probably a no, because I don't know, I just, in my head, like, I think sometimes like you just look for the worst in the situation. I really try not to, but I get really anxious, and I think it's just, I'm just very like, have a lot of like self-doubt and things like that. And like, yeah, and as well, because the job is just so perfect for me and our family at this time and this stage we're in, like, I really didn't want to let it go. But so anyway, they let me know last week that they're keen to keep me on. I've not actually signed the contract yet, so I just really want to get that done, so I've like got that peace of mind, because you know, I don't want it to get to like near the end of my job and then like us be like, oh god, what are we going to do for money? So yeah, hopefully that will continue for another year, and that will just be amazing. And yeah, this week as well, I had like my biggest ad that I've ever had. I had it with Haven Holidays, which if you guys have like watched me for a little while or follow me on Instagram or anything, you know, like I talk about Haven a lot. Like we go a couple of times a year, like we really do love Haven Holidays. And so they reached out to me via like a PR company anyway, and asked if I wanted to work with them, and like they asked for my rates and stuff, which I've never really been asked for that. Like it's always been very much the brand has told me like the situation, whether it's just a gifted collab, which I'm still so grateful for. If it's a company that I love and like something I would love to get for the kids anyway, or you know, things like that, then I'm more than happy to do that. But sometimes it's like commission based or affiliate link based or whatever. But for them to literally be like how much would you charge to do this work for us? It just felt like a big deal, like especially with Haven. Like I was just really proud, and that went live on Tuesday, so 2 days ago. And I obviously, when you're doing this, you don't know what other creators are like also doing the same job, or if there are any or whatever. And then once the content like kind of came out, you see what other people have done and how other people have taken the brief and stuff. And yeah, it's just really interesting. And I was really nervous the content was going to flop, but honestly, like I am so grateful for, like, if you're watching this and you commented on that reel, thank you, because I was so nervous. Like putting yourself out there, like ads generally don't tend to do as well. Reels, I find, like I've not ever had like a viral reel. Like I've had ones that have done like well, but nothing like crazy. And so like just as a general rule, like if I post a reel, I feel like they get less likes and engagement than a post, just a like normal photo post normally. So I was a bit nervous, but yeah, the amount of like my lovely people on Instagram that commented, like I did put on my stories a little bit like, please support this, because I'm so nervous and I'm so like grateful to be working with this brand. And yeah, people really pulled through and had my back, and I'm just so grateful. So if that was you, then thank you so much. So yeah, it's been a big week for that. I'm really proud of myself and just like grateful for that opportunity. So that's just a little catch up on that. But do you know what? I'm gonna try and defrost the soup. I've got soup out in the kitchen that I made a batch of like tomato soup in the slow cooker last week, and I froze half because we couldn't get through half in that. Oh, it's like icy. Doesn't look appealing, but gonna try and get that defrosted so Ollie and I can have that for our lunch. That soup is so good, especially like when I'm being like on a weight loss thing, because it's just basically vegetables. And I always find like when I used to do Slimming World, that soup used to like boost. So yeah, I'm gonna defrost that. Our garden's got loads of snowdrops in at the moment as well, which are beautiful, and the daffodils are starting to, well, they're like really come out of the ground, but obviously not got flowers on yet. But our garden is such a mess. Like 2 weeks ago, there was a dead pigeon on our grass. Well, like in two places. It was like one where the attack of the cat or whatever it was happened, and then where it must have got taken to, I don't know. But there was like, you know, body parts everywhere, and I was hoping they would just like get eaten or like blow away, but there's just still feathers all over our lawn, so I feel like one of us is going to have to deal with that at some point, and I don't want it to be me. But yeah, our garden is just a mess, like just a mess. I feel so awful every time I think about it, because people that lived here before us took such good care of their garden. It was beautiful when we moved in, and I am ashamed that it looks as awful as it does. But it's just that phase of life we're in right now where the garden is kind of bottom of my priority. But I think, like, the thing is that I just don't know what I'm doing with it. I don't know what's a weed. I don't know what's a flower. I don't love bugs. Like, but I'm thinking I might try and, like, tackle it just one step at a time, and maybe, like, make some TikToks out of it. Like, fix the garden with me TikToks or something. I don't know. I really love TikTok, but like I should just spend some time like getting a batch of content like made, because I would love to like grow my socials. Like it's not something I'm like, I used to be embarrassed to say that, but I'm not embarrassed to say that now. Like I really would, but I'm just not. Like my numbers have been so stagnant for ages, but that's okay. I'm very grateful for the stage of life I'm in right now. Anyway, I'm gonna defrost this soup. I don't really know how. Maybe just like tip it out of the bag into a bowl and put it in the microwave. I really don't know. Or I could put it in a bowl of warm water. I don't know. And I'm going to start editing. I think, although I've just had a message to say that my click and collects just arrived in store. But I don't think I've got time to go and get that before I need to get Otis. So yeah, that can be on the back burner. Anyway, gosh, I do love to just waffle. And waffle and waffle and waffle and waffle. Right, let's crack on. Okay, he did finish his little meeting. Look at him loading up his Pokemons. Gonna say hi.
Hi.
So yeah, we've got half an hour. Ollie wants a Greggs, even though I'm just defrosting the soup. Absolute joker. We're gonna walk, talk, do some Pokemon, get Ollie's Greggs, and then go and pick up. Oh, you're so embarrassed. Oh, little boy.
Yeah, double trouble.
We got Otis. He's growling at mummy. You see the birdies? Where are they? They flying in the sky.
Right, back home now, and I'm just boiling the kettle to make a nice cup of tea. Ollie had a burger, and I was good. I resisted. I did have a bite, but that's all right. And I'm gonna have some soup, I think. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. We've got half an hour left of his lunch break, so he's just going to take Otis up for a nap. I've got a form from the nursery to fill out because he's moving up to the next stage room at nursery, so you have to like fill in their interest. Sorry, by the way, I've got the kettle boiling. But yeah, it's been a nice little morning. Nothing, yeah, getting odd bits and bobs done. Not as productive as I'd like. There was like a big chunk where I didn't film because I was like putting away washing and things like that, putting on washing stuff like that, which I would have normally filmed, but I didn't have a camera or my phone with me. It's downstairs. So yeah, you've seen me do that before. Anyway, it's boring. You all do it as well, don't you? Although I love watching people do stuff like that. Anyway, this is so noisy because I've got the kettle going, so I'm going to end this here. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments how you are. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean so much, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye guys. Mwah.